Day 6 at the training hall. First session has been done, second session going on now. So we started off, I think the most exciting thing was the fact that Rahmat Owen Abdullah came in, the Indonesian 73 kilo world champion. He's now moved up to 81 because of Rizky moving in and taking a slot at 73. We haven't really seen him train yet. He's just over there now. He is jacked. You might remember him as the guy who did some like bodybuilding poses on the platform after he won. And you can see why with the training that he's been doing here. After he did his normal weightlifting, so we did 130 kilo snatch, pull plus snatch, which is interesting. We don't see that. We see a lot of pulls, we see a lot of snatches. We don't see complexes like that normally in the training hall. It's close to competition. So we did that and then worked up to a 170 kilo clean and jerk, which again, pretty solid lift. You know, it's what, 83, 82% of the world record, something like that, which 2 days out from competition is pretty big. And then he did a load of bodybuilding with his dad, who's also in great shape. I actually joined in a little bit, got some curls in. I'm not sure that I was able to keep moving here. So quite fun just to watch them, train them a little bit. We also gave him some weightlifting house sort of accessories, which he seemed to enjoy. He tried on the wrist straps and sort of motion to go overhead, sort of feeling out how it might feel. So that's good to see. The Indonesian super heavyweight, we saw her yesterday snatch up to 100 kilos, I think it was. She just worked up today to 130 kilos on a clean jerk, which is, it's a big lift. It's not massive, she can do more, but still it's nice to see her hit those kind of weights. Gorman Asian also in, once again snatching him. He didn't do 200 like he did a few days ago, but he did do 180 kilos, 396 pounds. Still a very big snatch to see in the training hall. You get spoiled because of Masha, but 180 on any day in the training hall is an enormous snatch. He did some back squats up to 240 like that as well. And now we've got the Kurdistan boys, Beck Dulot, he was at 140. He's now about to snatch 150. And then his teammate Emil, who's at 89, he's got 140 kilos loaded. And some nice soft spread. Then we've got Kazakhstan. Interestingly, the 49 kilo Kazakh, maybe she was 55, that we saw compete is already back in lifting again, so that's really impressive. And then some of the guys, the two sort of heavier Kazakh lifters, Nagisa Adilatili and Adkhamjon, they're arriving tomorrow. The bigger Iranians, sort of like from 89 up, including Ali Davoudi, Razak Mehdi, Masoud Chatre. They're all arriving, I think today, maybe tonight, so they'll be in tomorrow. So there's a lot of really good athletes still yet to even turn up. But that's the end of session one. I'm not sure who's going to turn up now, but there's only 2 sessions, sort of competition sessions today. We've got the women's 59s and the men's 67s, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But it means that I get to spend more time here, which is always good. I get more curls in and that sort of thing. Okay, so another kind of interesting session. We had the guys from Turkmenistan turn up, 89s and 81s. The 89 is a guy that we saw the other day, snatch 160 and clean jerk 190. Today he worked up with the no foot variation of the snatch. Super smooth, like worked up to a really nice 140 kilo snatch. I was actually sat watching a lot of Turkmenistan with Miso because he was front squatting, and it wasn't a particularly heavy front squat session to him. I think we went up to 215, 235 for a double. But we were just talking in between watching the athletes, which is kind of interesting to get his analysis on stuff. That guy then also power cleaned up to 150 kilos, front squatted 220 kilos, pretty decent for 89, a few days out. His lighter teammates, one of them snatched 150, I think it must be 81s, another snatch 145, one of them attempted a 160 snatch, which is a massive snatch to be attempting in the training hall 2 days, 2 days out from competition for the 81s. So yeah, that was really interesting. So like I said, Miso worked up to 235 kilos for a double. And I was talking to him a little bit about this new 102 category, like who does he think is going to do well. The main person I was interested in is Ruslan Nuruddinov, Olympic champion in the 105s, world record holder in the clean jerk in the 109s, cutting down for 102s, supposedly for the world championships. And kind of comparing, because Miso's moving up, Ruslan's moving down. I thought that, so what I said was I think Ruslan might be able to do sort of 182 in the snatch, because the snatch has already dropped a lot over the last few years, just because of age. Like, he's not snatching in the 90s anymore, he's like a mid 180s guy. So maybe you can hold on to 180 in the snatch. Clean and jerk, just because he's so talented, I said, maybe low 230s, like a 233, something like that. Miso didn't think he's going to be able to do that. He said 175, 225. I don't know if that was wishful thinking, But certainly if he does those numbers, it's not going to be enough to win anything. But Miso did mention the fact that Ruslan has all this experience in weightlifting, and that counts for a lot, especially in the clean and jerk, that final attempt. I said to him, whatever you do, Ruslan's going to take the final attempt clean and jerk. So he laughed at that. But that was pretty much all of that session. I think now we've got Team China just turned up, so we'll take a little look at them. Zafarjanov, the 89 from Uzbekistan, turned up. He's lifting our straps, which is nice. So is his teammate. We're able to hand out quite a lot of stuff today, t-shirts, some tape, that sort of stuff. So we're going to head back in, watch Team China, then grab some lunch, then it's going to be over to the competition venue because, we've got the men's 67s and the women's 59s. All right, Team China, quick little session, nifty little routine. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying.
Nifty little routine.
So the Chinese 71, who I don't know a lot about, I think she's probably the favourite. She's going to be going up against Chen Wenhui, who's literally just walked in now. She front squatted up to 135 kilos, pretty decent, moved pretty quick. And then we had Peng Kui-ting, who is the lifter I feel most confident is going to break a snatch world record. She snatched 100 kilos again for a bunch of singles. A few days ago she did it for 6 singles. I don't know how many she did for this time, but it was quite a lot. So she did that. I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. She snatched 125 kilos in competition nationally. The world record was 124, and she had 123 when the world standard was 117 in the 71s. So she's like a world record breaker for sure at some point. And then Lu Delin just came in. He's very odd with his training. Like he doesn't train. It feels like he doesn't train. Obviously he does, but he just sort of turns up, picks one exercise and does it. And often doesn't complete the exercise, it almost feels. Today he back squatted up to 235, 230. For a couple of singles, did some front rack holds, dips. At one point I was editing and I looked up because there was a massive clang. I don't know how he'd done it. Probably because he's used to lifting on Chinese blocks or something. He pulled off 25, 25, 20, 15 clean off one side without thinking what was going to happen, and the whole thing just flipped, and it was so loud, and he just looked at it he was just clearly embarrassed, trying to shrug it off, and his coach was kind of furious. But that was funny, but we didn't get it on camera, unfortunately. So we're gonna get some food now, I think, and then come back in and film. Well, I won't, Nick will, and I'll go off to the competition. So I'll see you after for some kind of reaction of everything else that happened at the competition. In the training hall, plus some competition highlights. All right, I'm back. 2 sessions down, the women's 59s and the men's 67s. Extremely exciting. I want to talk about them a lot, but I'll do it after I've reacted to everything that happened in the training hall that I didn't see, so there'll be a little spoiler before that, but let's just basically get into it, shall we? Okay, so we have Mukjan Stan, I think is how you pronounce her name. The Mongolian super, that was 100 kilos in the snatch.
87 last super.
Yeah, 87 world champion, yeah. What did I say?
Super.
Oh. It's late and we've got so much work to do, I'm just losing it. 130. See, I think she's going to be significantly better from the hang. She's just got that type of body where she's just so strong in the finish, although actually that 130 is great. She did the 150 hang snatch the other day, hang clean. That looked pretty comfortable. And then assuming she does this... Oh, I didn't know she did 140. I wonder if there's going to be any other 87. I wonder if Tersanoi Jabarova can do this. I'm not actually sure. I know Jabarova's got a really good snatch. She can probably push over 110 for sure. I don't know if she's got the legs on her to... Oh, she didn't do it. She did that 150 as well, didn't she? She would just do the little dips and then kind of...
She seems to change up the exercise
as she goes, depending on how confident she is, if she's going to make it, 140 front squats, these should be light. She did 190 back squats very easily the other day, so no problem with these, I wouldn't have thought. It's going to be interesting as well, because she's obviously becoming more and more of a big name at the moment, but what's going to happen when the Chinese turn back up and we see some of the top 76s, 87s really arrive? Chempo Jen, big quad Chen, 215 front squats, not a problem for him. This is the Taipei Super. Don't know her name, that's 130. Let's see, actually one of the Mongolian athletes competed today, lifted really well. She went 3 for 3, oh I shouldn't say, spoiler, she went 3 for 3 in the snatch and won the silver medal in the women's 59s. She did really, really fantastically. Okay, this is Chen Wenhui's training partner. His name, I can't remember, it's a 3-letter, it's like Bol or Son or something like that. 104, this is the exact same weight that she worked up to 3 days ago. And it was a massive lift when she did that. And that actually looked easier than when she did it last time, so that's good. What is that, 115 for Chen Wenhui? Did she snatch Chen Wenhui?
Very light.
Yeah, light. So 115 is probably her penultimate backroom lift, I would have thought. She's got such a strong jerk, yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous. Her cleans always look a little bit tough, like the timing, the pull is beautiful, the timing's really nice, but the stand does always look a little hard. We've got 125. Let's see. Again, she's actually not as good in the clean and jerk as Chen Wenhui, but I do wonder if that's partly because of her technique not being as good. Ooh. Potentially a little pressy. But I don't know, who knows. But yeah, even Chen Wenhui's got a stronger squat as well, impressively. Okay, this is one of 2 of the Taiwanese supers. 210. I didn't know he was going to be up at that sort of range. I saw him front squatting 225 the other day. Looked all very easy. I saw his teammate hit 200 on Wednesday or something, quite a while ago now. Yeah, very nice lift there. I wonder, I mean, he's just not going to be able to hang with the top supers. Like Ali Davoudi and Gore are going to be way over 200 kilos in snatch, probably. So, Miso, that was 155. I spent, did I say this already on the vlog? I was with him this morning. Yeah, we spoke about that already. He, oh, big news, by the way. Joining Miso Sona on Team Qatar, they're not training with Miso. Rebecca Kohar returns. She comes out of retirement after 28 months of retirement. Obviously she's got a different last name now because she's married the Qatari guy. Apparently she had a child 4 months ago and she's decided that now is the time to get back onto the competition stage. So that's really, really exciting. Is that 160? That was. This is 155. That was Team Iraq, I think, was it?
Yeah.
And then 190 snatch pulls for me, so very comfortable.
The boys from Iraq were sort of snatching similar weights to me, so it was quite fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, yeah. Is that, lo and behold, Razul Motamedi, 102 world champion, has arrived. He'll be competing at 109, so we're not going to see the showdown with him and Miso, which is a shame. I actually think, and it depends what shape he's in, but given the shape that Miso's in, I actually have a feeling that Razul might have been able to beat him at this competition. Oh, I don't know. It depends. If Miso can make his snatches, then maybe not, but who knows. Amir Holkugi, that is, I believe, with the squat jerk, patented 120 squat jerk.
I think they come straight from landing.
Yeah, they literally just landed. Syed Ali Husseini looking enormous. If you want to see a picture of me and him, check out the Seb Ostrovich Instagram with absolutely no behind the scenes for you. Yeah, I saw this guy in, forgetting his name for some reason. I saw him in at the competition today, just in the crowd watching. Team Iran having some fun. You messed about with Saeed?
Yeah, he was very keen for me to film that guy's squat.
Oh, really?
And then the other coach just walked in front.
That's funny. Yeah, Saeed's a nice guy. Yeah, we bumped into Salimi as well, and we made a joke about it on the live stream for the broadcast, but the truth of it is that we were walking through the reception at the hotel, and Salimi turned, saw me and Max, did this, gave a little wave, it was kind of cute, and then he came over, and then I was like, can I have a photo? And he's like, yeah, of course. But yeah, that probably was like the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Anyway, let's do a really quick recap of those 2 sessions today, the competition sessions, because they're amazing. So if you are waiting to watch it on demand at Weightlifting House, then don't listen to this next bit. So the women's 59s, we saw Long Jue, who went up, obviously, because she wasn't competing in the 55s, and she was basically going up against, her main competitor was the Vietnamese athlete that we've been filming for a while, who won the snatch, 93 kilos I think she got, or 95, something like that.
I think we saw her snatch 90 in the training hall, didn't we?
Yeah, in the training hall. Yeah. So I think she hit 95, something like that, and then Long Jue hit, I want to say 93. But anyway, it came down to the clean jerk. The exciting thing was, Long Jue waited and waited and waited. And we knew she was amazing because she's opened at Chinese Nationals at 125 as a 55. So she waited until she knew what she basically needed, and it was 118. And we were like, okay, great, she's gonna come out and just finish this right now. She comes out, 118, pulls it, goes under, dumps it, gets spat out. And we're just like, what on earth? She missed her opening snatch as well, just nerves. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She caught her snatch on her toes, but anyway. Then she comes out again for the clean jerk at 118, cleans it this time, goes for the squat jerk, misses a squat jerk, goes back, 2 minutes rest, comes back out, final attempt, absolutely clutch, cleans it, stands it up, squat jerks it, Asian champion, 2 gold medals, clean and jerk in total, silver in the snatch. I actually can't remember exactly what happened in the snatch, we've just seen so much weightlifting. But phenomenal sessions. Tomorrow is I was about to say the best session of the whole thing. The 73s tomorrow is going to be, yeah, it's arguably the best. We have the 67 kilo world champion, Dostan Yakubov, has moved up to 73. We have Jiang Shulin, one of the best front squatters and squatters in Team China. And we have our boy, who we've been probably the most hyped about, Rizky Juninsia, competing. Is he gonna hit a world record? Is he gonna snatch over 160? We don't know. He said that he'd done 172.05 in training. Absurd numbers, way over the world record. So the only place to watch it is at Weightlifting House. So all you gotta do is head to weightliftinghouse.com and you'll find a link to our website where we've got everything for the Asian Championships. There's a link down below, it'll take you straight there. And then you just pay for the pay-per-view. It's only $15 and you get absolutely everything. You'll get everything that's already happened as well on demand and everything that will happen. And it's super easy. And it's phenomenal setup with all the cameras, with the commentary. It's incredibly professional. It looks way better than almost any international meet I've ever seen. So tune in, support the growth of the sport. We really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you guys tomorrow.